Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we're looking at a massive fundamental shift happening right now in the IT landscape. We're going to break down exactly what AIOps is, how it's solving some incredibly stressful operational nightmares, and most importantly, why mastering this very specific skill set is driving huge salary premiums across the tech industry right now.
But before we get into the numbers, I want you to picture this. It's the middle of the night, your pager goes off yet again. A critical service is down. You log in, your eyes are completely blurry, and you're just staring at hundreds of new alerts flooding into Slack. The CPU is spiking on server A, database latency is suddenly up on cluster B, the network team is convinced it's an app issue while the app team is pointing fingers at the infrastructure. You're completely drowning in data, but you are starving for actual insights. It's literally the ultimate IT nightmare. But what if your system was smart enough to wake you up and just say, hey, the checkout service went down, but don't worry, I already rolled back the bad code for you.
To really appreciate that kind of solution, we have to grasp the sheer scale of the problem we're dealing with today. Modern enterprise IT teams are facing upwards of 5,000 daily alerts. That is a brutal level of alert fatigue. In our current, highly complex cloud world, these systems are spitting out terabytes of logs, metrics, and traces every single day. Human engineering teams literally cannot manually sift through that amount of data to find a root cause in real time. It's just impossible.
And that exact operational pain point brings us to this absolutely staggering number. $245,000. That's the median compensation we're seeing for certain AI engineering roles right now. We'll break down the exact job titles and market data in just a bit, but I really wanted to throw this premium tech salary right out front. It's a huge teaser for the incredible financial upside waiting for professionals who know how to solve this exact problem.
Section 1. The Alert Fatigue Nightmare. Let's look at IT's biggest challenge.
So why exactly are we facing this nightmare right now? I mean, why didn't we need these advanced solutions 10 years ago? Well, it really comes down to two words: complexity and velocity. A decade ago, you basically had a monolith running on a few servers. If it broke, you knew exactly where to look. Today, you've got an explosion of microservices, containers, Kubernetes clusters, and multi-cloud environments. A single user transaction might touch 50 different services in a matter of milliseconds. Think of traditional monitoring for all that complexity like a dumb smoke detector. If smoke hits a certain level, it just beeps. It doesn't care if it's just burnt toast or a raging house fire. AIOps, on the other hand, acts like an intelligent, highly trained fire marshal living inside your server room. It knows that you burn your toast at 8 a.m. every single day, so it completely ignores it. But it instantly notices a subtle, dangerous rise in temperature in the wiring behind the wall that human eyes would completely miss.
The actual amount of noise we're dealing with is wild. Studies show that over 80% of alerts in mid to large enterprises are completely irrelevant. They're just noise. So what AIOps does is intelligently group these related alerts, using event correlation based on time, topology, and dependencies. It effectively takes those 5,000 daily noisy alerts and compresses them down to around 100 actual actionable incidents. This means engineers can finally stop chasing false positives and just focus on the real fires.
Section 2. Enter AIOps, the AI Iron Man suit.
So what is it exactly? Well, let's clear up a crucial misconception right now. AIOps isn't about replacing human engineers with robots. Not at all. Actually, think of it more like giving human engineers an Iron Man suit. It augments your natural human capabilities so you can handle a scale of operations that just isn't humanly possible to manage on your own. It stands for Artificial Intelligence for IT Operations, a term originally coined by Gartner back in 2016. Essentially, it's the application of machine learning, natural language processing, and advanced big data analytics to the massive piles of operational data your systems are generating every second. It's all about shifting your operations from reactive troubleshooting to proactive management.
Now let's look at how this magic actually works in practice. It generally operates in a pretty straightforward three-step cycle. First, observe. The platform acts like a massive vacuum, just ingesting data from multiple sources into a single data lake. Second, think. This is the machine learning part. It's doing anomaly detection and event correlation, basically learning what normal looks like at 3 a.m. on a Saturday versus 9 a.m. on a Tuesday. Third, act. And listen, this is where the massive ROI happens. This is exactly why companies pay such high salaries for this skill set. The system can either notify a human with incredible, rich context, or it can actually trigger an automated runbook to just fix the issue, like automatically restarting a failing pod before a customer even notices a slowdown.
Section 3. The Ops Confusion. AIOps versus MLOps.
As you look to upscale in this area, you're going to see a lot of acronyms thrown around. You absolutely do not want to mix these up during a high-stakes job interview. So let's differentiate these two directly. MLOps, or Machine Learning Operations, is all about the tools and processes that help data scientists get their new machine learning models into production environments. AIOps, on the other hand, uses existing AI and machine learning models to help IT operations teams keep the actual servers running with minimal downtime. They sound super similar, but they solve entirely different problems for entirely different teams.
Section 4. Why AIOps pays so incredibly well.
As companies move really aggressively toward autonomous operations, AIOps is rapidly shifting from a fun, nice-to-have to an absolute, strict requirement for high-level engineering roles. Let's talk numbers. Looking at the actual 2026 job market data for these roles, a median AI software engineer sits at $245,000. An AI infrastructure engineer, the person running the actual compute clusters and serving stacks, is pulling a median of $220,000, and honestly, that can push well past $600,000. Even the MLOps and LLOps engineers who are keeping the models from breaking are pulling in over $161,000. Roles that focus on keeping the AI plumbing from catching fire command an absolute premium in major tech hubs right now.
And this quote hits the nail on the head as to exactly why that pay is so high. The ability to ensure 4 nines of uptime, that's 99.99% availability in complex environments, is priceless to a business. Think about it. Moving an organization from reactive, chaotic firefighting to proactive, AI-driven management is a massive financial win. It prevents devastating outages, protects the brand's reputation, and keeps digital revenue flowing uninterrupted. Businesses will gladly pay top dollar to the engineers who can guarantee that kind of stability.
Grounding this in corporate impact, AIOps platforms deliver serious, tangible cost-saving recommendations by utilizing proactive prediction and resource optimization. For example, by dynamically allocating resources based on real-time demand, companies can dramatically cut their cloud infrastructure waste while actually improving application performance at the same time. It's a huge operational win that looks fantastic on a balance sheet. And when you are the specific engineer driving those millions in cloud savings, yeah, your compensation package reflects that direct value.
The metrics absolutely back this up. Implementing these systems yields incredible results. We're talking about a massive 70% reduction in mean time to resolution, or MTTR. We see an 85% alert compression, filtering out all of that useless noise we talked about. And through intelligent event correlation and automated root cause analysis, enterprises are reporting a 30 to 40% reduction in overall operational costs. These are bottom-line game changers. It proves exactly why engineers who can deploy these systems are worth every single penny of those premium salaries.
Section 5. Future-proofing your IT career. So if you're a DevOps engineer or a sysadmin right now, learning AIOps is your direct bridge to becoming a highly paid architect or a senior site reliability engineer tomorrow. Here is your actionable roadmap to get there. First, master observability. Before you can have AI, you need good data. You need to become an expert in tools like Datadog, Prometheus, or Grafana. Second, learn the ML basics for ops. Look, you don't need to code neural networks from scratch, but you do need to understand core concepts like anomaly detection and baselining, so you actually know when to trust the AI's decisions. Third, focus heavily on automation. AIOps is completely useless if you still have to go in and manually execute the fix. Get really good at Terraform or Python scripting so you can automate the remediation steps the AI suggests.
Which brings us to our final inevitable question. The future of IT operations just isn't about working harder or staring at more dashboards. It's about letting machines handle the noise. The autonomous IT future is already here. So will you be the highly paid engineer configuring the AI, or will you be the one still getting woken up by your pager at 3 a.m.? The choice and the earning potential is entirely up to you.